welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about the meal prep. That's right, meal prep. That's right, meal prep for the week. So this is going to be a meal prep that is based on low carbs or low sugar for the week. This is good if you are diabetic, dealing with high blood pressure, things of that nature, whether you're just on a low carb diet. This is the video for you. I'm going to give you all of my good recipes for the week, show you how I mix and match things, how I make a lot of things in bulk, such as brown rice, lentils, or quinoa, and I make a lot of that so that I can spread that throughout, and I have 4 different choices for meat. I have ground meat, and I have the ground beef sirloin. I have boneless chicken breast. I have the chicken flats and drumettes already cut up. One person, and I have 1 rack of lamb with little lollipops. That's going to be my meat for the week, so that's what I'll be eating for lunch and dinner. And for breakfast, we have plain Jane oatmeal packs, but they're in the convenient packs so that you can grab and go, or we'll have the option of yogurt. And I got plain yogurt because I've been watching, a lot of times we don't focus on the different grams of sugar that's inside of different things like this. So the reason why I have plain yogurt and plain oatmeal is because I'm going to show you how to sweeten it up, but on your own, not from processing. So this oatmeal has 0 grams of sugar, and the total serving size for this would be only 6 grams of sugar. And so we're going to use our fruits and things like that. We have a sweetener as agave to actually sweeten everything up. Some of the things I'm going to be doing will be great like quick meals. So they will not take that long. You'll only basically need to cook certain things, and everything else is left fresh and raw. So we're also, I don't want to forget, but I'm not going to show this part in the video, which is my low sugar juice. You guys already know how to do that based on my previous video. And if you did not watch that video, I'm going to put that in the actual link above. Possibly I'll add it in the video, and you can click on it. For that low sugar green juice. You could drink that in the morning. You could drink that in the afternoon as a refresher drink, whatever your choice. I'll show you guys how I do things, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. Once again, this is Southern Singing Kitchen. Southern Singing Kitchen. That's right, Southern Singing Kitchen. So, where do we start? I have all of this stuff. I really don't know where to start. Yes, I do, because this is my video. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to organize this stuff, and I'm going to see what needs to go in the fridge, what I need right now or don't need. Right now, I'm going to start with chopping up my seasonings. A lot of times, if you're dealing with high blood pressure, you do need to monitor how much salt and stuff like that that's inside of the things that you eat. So, a lot of the processed foods are high in sodium. Cut that out. You don't need it. If you season your own food, your own meat, your own things that you eat, you can determine how much salt is added to your meal. So that will be, your choice. My choice of salt is either sea salt, or I'll use Tony's Adder because I'm from Opelousas, and that's what Tony's from. So I have to represent. Let's get started. These are my containers. I got the Rubbermaid containers. They are brand new, and they have the little section. That way I can put like my meat and my grain, and then I'll add my vegetables on the other side by itself. I'm kind of like a separation eater. I don't like to mix all my sauces and all that stuff together. I don't do that. I like to eat separate. That's me. You'll have these large tub containers that's basically salad containers. So I'll have big salads either for lunch, and I will do the chicken breast with this. So let's go. All right, guys, you already know I did a video previously on quinoa and how I basically cook it. Let's see. You're going to do 1 cup of quinoa to 2 cups of water. You're going to add your seasoning. The seasoning that I use is the rosemary garlic seasoning by Tones. And I just do a little bit of Tony's saturated, or I'll do salt, sea salt, but not both. One or the other, they're both salt. And I add olive oil so that it doesn't stick. We're going to stir that up, and the reason Freeze. Open it up and let him out, Sissy. And we basically set that and forget it. Now we're going to move on to the rice pot. I have two separate ones. I'm going to make more rice, brown rice, than I'm going to make quinoa. So with the rice, we have brown rice. Brown rice is the exact same thing, 1 cup to 2 cups of water. I actually add a little more water to the brown rice because it takes a longer time. And the same thing, we're going to add that in there, set it, and forget it. Y'all already know how I do my asparagus from my previous video with the salmon and asparagus. So I'm not showing you how I cut all that and do that. So I'm just going to do it here. We're going to mix it all up. We're going to turn on my stove, on my oven. We're going to put that in there. I'll add a little more seasoning. I'm going to do everything that I need to do that's going in the oven. I'm going to do it all at one time, which we already did the asparagus. Now we're going to do the sweet potatoes. I usually wrap them in foil, but I don't have foil, so we're just going to put them in my cast iron skillet. We're basically going to coat them with a little olive oil. That's normally what I do. I will coat them in olive oil and then wrap them up, and they be so sweet. So we're going to do it like this. Set them in there. The oven is already preheated. Alright, so far we have our rice and our quinoa, which is our grains. They're cooking in the rice pots that I have. And we have the asparagus and the sweet potatoes in the oven. They're cooking. So now we're going to go to chopping up our vegetables, because remember, we're going to do a cabbage wrap, and then we're also going to do a chicken, rice, and vegetable blend, and that's going to be really good. So let's get all of our vegetables chopped. All right, y'all, have all of the seasoning chopped up that we're going to use as our part of our vegetable blend. Now we're going to just go ahead and get started on our salads. As you can see, I have green leaf lettuce, and then I have red romaine lettuce here. I'm going to add some spinach to that as well. I'm going to chop some of that up, and we're going to put that in our bowls. I'm probably going to make 2 of these now. And that would suffice to add for our lunch. And we're going to do chicken salad or chicken breast as our meat for our salads. So we have our tomatoes here. We're going to have cucumbers as well to make it a heavy salad. That way we are full for lunch. That should keep us going until we can get to dinner. We're making lentils. I normally don't measure my lentils. I actually start off with some olive oil, turn my heat on, put a little onions in the bottom of my skillet, let them get a little brown. Then we're going to add our lentils and our water, and we're going to cook that down until I like them. Some people like them a little softer, mushier, or creamy down to cream. I kind of like mine in between. And my garlic, because your garlic burns pretty faster than onions. Alright, so I've
Obviously, this is not chicken wings. This is our chicken breast. We're chopping it up, putting it in the bowl. We're going to also take our chicken wings that are already previously cut, throw that in the bowl, and we're going to season our meat, okay? So, I do not measure my seasoning, especially the garlic, the onion, Italian season, cayenne, and rosemary garlic because it doesn't have salt. So I sprinkle that until my ancestors tell me it is enough, my child. But we do want to make sure we measure our Tony's or seasonal or any type of salt that we use because we want to keep this low carbs, low salt, but season your meat, please. We're going to head over to our air fryer. And I love the air fryer because basically you can set it and forget it so that you can move on to the next task within the meal prep. Again, just place it on there. I don't like to throw it all on top of each other. I kind of lay it out singly. I'm not sure how you guys do it, but this is how I do it. And I think it's set at 350, about 20 minutes. At 10-minute mark, I kind of look at it and maybe turn it over if need be, but really don't need to. All of our fresh seasonings that we chopped up previously, we're now going to put that into my cast iron skillet. You guys know I love cooking in a cast iron skillet and add olive oil. We're going to cook that down. This is going to be put into our cabbage wraps. It's actually going to be added to our brown rice or quinoa, whichever you prefer. It's good, you guys. Fresh vegetables. Again, I season all of the meat the same, garlic season, Italian season, and I'm just going to add a little bit of taco seasoning just to get the flavor that I like. You don't really need it. Again, that's going in the skillet as well. We're going to cook that down until it's brown and done. Um, the lentils are cooking very nicely, as you can see, and I have multiple cast iron skillets. That's our chicken. I actually left one whole just to be a little different. Sometimes I get tired of eating the same thing. As you can see, I've already pre-done or pre-plated some of the containers. See, that is the vegetables, the quinoa, the brown rice, the asparagus. Just mix and match it so you don't get tired of eating the same thing over and over. Again, this is a low carb meal prep, so meat wise you could choose anything you want. Let's just keep the carbs down to a minimum by having quinoa, which is a better grain, or brown rice.
These are our dinners. We're going to do lentils here.
It smells so good, guys.
Lentils there too with the ground meat. Let's get down to our snack time for the meal prep. So we have yogurt, and again we have plain yogurt. I'm trying to figure out how to open this. And we have plain Greek yogurt. So everything else is done. We're going to take our little jars. I know a lot of our gardeners, we have Mason can jars, little ball ones that are airtight. These are like 8 ounces. We have our fruit and stuff already washed off. So instead of buying them at the store, if you grow your own strawberries, you can chop up your strawberries and put them in here. You have blueberries, raspberries, anything like that that you're growing. You could actually just add that. And our sweetener is going to be agave, which is very good for alkaline diets. So let's get a scooper. Okay, you can do either or. We can either. Oh, this is going to be messy. Come on, let me get in there. Let's stir this up. Smooth it out. Alright, that's better. We can either add this first, or we can put our fruit in first. Let's chop up these strawberries. We can either do it like this, where we have the fruit at the bottom, and we add our yogurt at the top. Or like this, where we already have the yogurt, and then we add our fruit. Either way, it's going to be so cute. And all I'm going to do is take the agave and sprinkle some over it, over all of these. And our meal prep's almost finished. Now, we've done our yogurt. These up. I'm going to wipe off the sides of the ones that are amiss. And again, top them up. And we have 5 of these. So you could either do this for breakfast, or again, I'm going to make little, I'm going to fill these with the leftover fruit, so that if I want to do oatmeal, I'll have a pack of oatmeal with the container of fruit in the refrigerator stored together. And let's do our snacks. So we're basically making our own trail mix, but cheaper, because you're putting everything in there yourself, and you know that the trail mix only has sea salt. And in this trail mix, it has cashews, almonds, pecans, pistachios, hazelnuts, and peanut oil and sea salt. So, and even though we're still doing low carbs, we're going to add in some M&Ms because we want something sweet. And even though the M&Ms has the milk chocolate, it still has the peanuts in there, so the fiber should burn the sugar. And that'll give us our little sweet fix for the day, and it'll actually help us stay full longer by having the nuts. Take this. Oh, that's too many. We don't want to have too many. So now that I am finished, I will have little bitty bags like this of fruit, again for oatmeal, or just to have fruit. And I'll be back. All right, guys, there you have it. We have our meal prep for the week. We did a lot of variations just to show you guys that you can do a lot of things that is low carb, so you don't have to limit yourself. We can mix and match. We have chicken breasts. For the meat, we have chicken breasts. We have chicken drumettes and wings that we put in the air fryer. The chicken breast, we actually put it on the stove and sauteed it. And then we did ground meat for our cabbage wraps. We also added the ground meat in one of our meals because we had some left over. And we did for grain, we did brown rice and quinoa. For vegetables, we did asparagus, and then we did a blend of bell peppers, and we used that on our rice, our quinoa, and in our wraps. And then we did big salads if we wanted to do a lunch. They're not really heavy. We did add cheese and tamed jalapenos. We have an avocado that's already ready to be cut. We're not going to cut it now because it goes brown when the air hits it. So we'll wait until we're actually going to use it. Inside of our salads, you can use whatever dressing you like. I like ranch dressing. Some people like Italian and all that, blue cheese and all that. I like ranch dressing, so that's what I use. For my snacks, I have cherries, which are very, very good for you. I'll put the I guess the benefits of eating cherries. I have grapes, and I've already told you guys I only buy grapes that have seeds. I know we like the convenience of being able to eat the grapes without the seeds, whatever, but they're healthier when they have the seed in it. For our breakfast, we're going to do oatmeal. I picked the plain oatmeal because and it's convenient because it comes in the pack and it's serving size, so it cuts out the measuring for you. I picked the plain version because a lot of the other versions, when I read the different ones that already have the flavoring, it's already high in sugar. So again, this is a low carb meal prep. So the plain oatmeal, we've added I'll show you how I do it. I actually put my fruit inside of a Ziploc bag and then put the package within a bigger Ziploc bag, so that I'll have it on the go to use. For our yogurt, we did plain yogurt. Again, we did Greek yogurt. It's better. Plain yogurt. Yogurt is good for a probiotic that helps the digestion in your gut. We used blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries, and we sweetened it on our own with agave, which is a better alkaline sugar for the body. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it wasn't too long, but hopefully it was beneficial for anybody who is trying to do a low carb diet. If you're dealing with diabetes or high blood pressure, because we didn't use a lot of salt either in any of these meals. All of these meals are high in color. You guys know I love eating food with color. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video. Once again, this is Southern Singing Kitchen. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Southern Singing Kitchen. Do-do-do-do. Southern Singing Kitchen. Bye, y'all.
Lentils, rice, and chicken. We have quinoa, chicken off the sauteed on the stove, asparagus. We have chicken wings from the air fryer with brown rice and asparagus, or chicken wings, quinoa, and vegetables. Here we have our purple cabbage wraps. Put all that inside of there, wrap it and eat it. And then here we have our regular cabbage wraps, where we have sweet potatoes, ground meat, and sauteed vegetables. Here we have our nuts, trail mix here for snacks. We have our lettuce or big salads for our lunch. They can be substituted for a dinner. We have our regular, this is cherries that are very good for you. We have seed and grapes with seeds. And here we have our breakfast. We have our fruit, and we have our pack of plain oatmeal inside of the actual. We have our fruit in one bag and a separate Ziploc bag that's within this big Ziploc bag, and we have oatmeal to be made. And here we have our yogurt with our fruit. We have strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries, and this is what we use as our sweetener, agave inside of the yogurt, and for our oatmeal in the morning. So there you guys have it. All of this, it took about an hour, probably almost hour 30 minutes to make all of this stuff. I kept breaking, my camera was going dead, so I took a nap too.